Boy, do I have a treat for you. Now, I want you to picture this. This song should have been a bigger hit. Lost 45 by the Everly Brothers. The Everly Brothers influenced by the British invasion. Now, here's the Everly Brothers who influenced the Beatles. Well, the Everly Brothers, they returned the favor by they did a very British invasion sounding record. They sounded like the Beatles, a cross between the Beatles, Freddie and the Dreamers, the Searchers. This is just a rapture of the British invasion, all caught up by the Everly Brothers in this record, this rocking record, at number 44 on Billboard's Hot 100, November the 20th. 1964. And by the way, I thought there was a Beatles song on here, but I think the Beatles were a little bit on hiatus in the fall of 1964. Of course, they came back with I Feel Fine and She's a Woman in late 64. But let's go to this song at number 44. The Everly Brothers, Gone, Gone, Gone. Listen to the harmonies of this record. Number 44, up from 51 the previous week. You gotta listen to this record. And now there's that 50s rockabilly in there, but this is straight British invasion. It's like the Everly Brothers, man, the British, they're hot right now. Let's do something. Let's sound like the Beatles. Let's sound like Freddie and the Dreamers, Jerry and the Pacemakers. Let's do it. And they did it, but it was not a hit. Their last top 10 hit, that's Old Fashioned Love. That's the way love should be. That was in 1962. They had lost a lot of momentum by 1964. The album was Gone, Gone, Gone. That was their first album in 4 years. The album they released with Warner Brothers, which was a date with the Everly Brothers, that featured Kathy's Clown. But guess what? Guess another song that was off that album. They covered Love Hurts. Roy Orbison covered that song too, but the Everly Brothers covered it first. Love Hurts, which was made famous in the 70s by Nazareth here in America, made famous in England by Jim Capaldi in 1975. Done by the Everly Brothers, Love Hurts. Now let's go to this album, Gone, Gone, Gone. They do some covers on this album. There's a few originals on here, but they covered Jimmy Reed's Ain't That Lovin' You Baby, a R&B hit back in 1956. Boy, they reaching back into the sock-off years. They know where the bread and butter is at, the sock-off years. And they also covered, now here's something interesting. Remember the song Torture? Chris Jensen in 1962. Remember that song? Well, here's the thing. John Loudermilk wrote that song. He wrote it for the Everly Brothers. It was originally written for the Everly Brothers. But Chris Jensen took the song into the top 20 on Billboard's Hot 100. He had to hit with it. AM Top 40 Gold, 1962, Chris Jensen. That was a nice record, Torture. The Everly Brothers, they covered a song later on after it became a hit for Chris Jensen, and that song is off the album Gone, Gone, Gone by the Everly Brothers. Well, let's see, the chart position of this record got us, oh, wait a minute, I take that back. It went as high as number 31. Not their biggest hit, but it made top 40. But completely lost, though. I'll be dang. Gosh, dog it, this is British invasion. The British invasion is written all over this record like you wouldn't believe. You got to listen to it. If you haven't heard the song before, you got to listen to it. You talk about the Everly Brothers returning the favor. Gone, Gone, Gone. The Everly Brothers at number 44 on Billboard's Hot 100 for 10 weeks. Number 44 on Billboard's Hot 100, November 28th, 1964.